I'm Tehara Pereira. I'm an undergraduate of IIT and I'm currently a business analyst intern. I play the role of a business analyst here, and I also play the role of a marketeer here at Mitra Ventures. So in a typical scenario, I would sort of sit in with clients and I would sort of understand their business problem and analyze their problem and sort of present a feasible solution to the stakeholders of the business. Well, personally, so when I when I was interviewed at Mitra, what I really asked for was a challenge. And I really think I got that. And I feel like the culture and the kind of exposure you get here is very good. So everyone here at Mitra is very friendly and always supportive. Like if I need any help, they're always there, like your line managers or your reporting officers, or they're all there for you at all times. Even though, because you're an intern, you would expect a lot of support, and you really do get that here 24/7. In specific to Mitra Ventures or Mitra, I'd say an internship at Mitra is very important because of the kind of exposure you get. You don't. So I've heard from a lot of people that you don't sort of get that kind of exposure anywhere else. But here you'll be talking to like clients, like probably like from the first week you start your job, you would sit in with client conversations, and you'd be exposed to a lot of regions. You'd not only be just working with APAC, you'd be probably working UK, US, and APAC as well. So the kind of exposure and the support you receive here, I think sort of builds and motivates you to develop yourself as a person in the industry. I'd say it's a very challenging thing to get into Mitra because so I'd say there are 3 things that you need to get into Mitra. So one would be a good personality, and you need to put in a lot of effort and dedication to get into this position, and then you need to really showcase your skills in the industry. I'd say again, you need to have a lot of dedication. You need to be able to manage your time. If you are a part-time student specifically, you need to be able to manage your time here, because not everyone has that work-life balance here. You need to it's something that you should learn and grow in it. But I'd say you need to be eager to sort of take up challenges and be confident that you will be able to get through, because this is a place of learning and growth for you personally.
Hi, my name is Vidushan. I'm from IIT. I'm in my second year of the undergraduate program, and I have been doing internship at Mitra for a year. Also, I closely work with the product engineering team at Mitra Ventures. I work as full stack developer intern. So I work in the back-end part of the product engineering to build a strong ecosystem in the infrastructure of the Dynamics product. So that's about myself. So in my day-to-day work, I deal with most of the cutting-edge technologies in AWS services such as serverless, API gateways, and I work with some cutting-edge frameworks such as .NET Core, also Node.js, and also I work in the front-end side in React.js for the web development, as well as I work with low-code platforms as well, which is a great potential for an intern to have variety of experience within the field. So during my internship, the best thing would be I can experience and feel the impact that I'm making on the society throughout the technology, even throughout the Dynamics app we are using at Mitra. So there is the healthcare applications that helps the HR people to manage their employee well-being and keep them productive. So That's what motivates me to do more for the thing. It is not a easy thing to get into Mitra. You have to do a lot of hard work. You have to put a lot of effort. So you have to be capable of doing multitasking, I would say, because you will be getting different challenges from different domain every day. It can be health tech, it can be fintech, it can be anything, something new that you haven't heard about. So you should be able to quickly grab that and you have to develop your expertise on that, and you have to work on that, and you have to solve the problem. So you have to be capable of that in order to get into Mitra. So, and also you have to go through multiple series of interviews as well. It is not one interview. I have gone through 3 interviews in order to get into Mitra, but certain people, for certain interns, go more than that as well, maybe 6 or 7 rounds of interviews. So the working culture is really great at Mitra. The support we get from the senior people, we have very good senior people from the industry, senior architects and everyone who can guide you in a proper way that you can plan your career path clearly and precisely. So they will identify your talent and they will give you the opportunity in the area what you would like to work on. So that's the energy that you will get at Mitra. Also the culture, the motivation, the encouragement, the positive vibe, altogether it's really great working at Mitra. The benefits regarding the internship at Mitra, I would point out that in a very young age, it is really difficult to get a client exposure and also like see the potentials in the market and understand the market in terms of technology, how it's growing, how it's evaluating. So in very short span of time, it's very difficult to grab that experience. So at Mitra, we have given that opportunity to gain that experience as an intern. So at Mitra, it's really great that I got a very good opportunity to get a understanding about the market potential and understand the flow of technology in the market in a very young age, which is really great. Also, I'm getting experience throughout variety of tech stacks which I can choose, which I like more. I can get experience in whatever I want, like the opportunity you won't get outside of Mitra. So it's pretty important. You have to have that sort of an environment, and you are getting that in Mitra. Yeah, I would point out 2 things. You have to keep 2 things in the mind. So engineering is the closest thing to the magic. And the second thing is time is the most valuable thing in the universe. So you have to utilize both of these to perform as a good software engineering intern at Mitra.
The name of the project is Let Me Know. We initiated this in August 2020. So it was initially a very basic IoT device, and then Vitu and Deshan came into the picture with my other friends. We used our expertise from different domains. Deshan was expert in web development, Vitu was an expert in backend development, and we also had a couple of mobile developers in our team, and we built this insanely great platform that could actually solve most of the problems that are found in this medical industry. Initially after August 2020, we developed this. We became the winners of TEDx Global in the APAC region. We won a cash prize of $1,000. And then we participated at the SLIoT, which is the largest IoT hackathon in Sri Lanka. We competed with many universities and became the champions of that competition. Then we applied for this award, which is in 2021, and we won this. We also participated at the IEEE Innovation Nation Sri Lanka. We became the top 10 teams to get mentorship from different people from different domains in the industry, and we won a cash prize on that as well. So we identified a lot of problems in the actual medical domain industry that's making a very huge impact, and one of the things is the early diagnosis system, which is not portable. So we developed this artificial intelligence machine learning system which is deployed in the cloud that could actually predict whether a person is going to get a heart attack or any fatal disease 2 or 3 days before it occurs using the patient's previous data. So by achieving that, we are helping to solve a lot of problems in the industry. One of the things is bed allocations and equipment allocations for patients. So in case, in this scenario when the patient's disease systems or whenever that's diagnosed earlier, it would be easy for the actual people, healthcare professionals who are working in the industry to transfer the patients into equipment available wards or equipment available hospitals, which is going to save millions of lives. So this is not just limited to heart attacks. We are getting X-ray scans, we are getting CT scans, MRIs, full blood counts, urine reports, etc. and which is just 47 different common tests in most of the A, B, C class hospitals in Sri Lanka. So each and everything stacked together, we have a mobile application and a web portal for the hospital. So using the web portal, each and every individual patients, like people like microbiologists, pathologists, consultants could actually upload patient test report data into the portal, which can be viewed from the mobile application, and we are storing it in a very healthcare compliant method, and those data is going to be analyzed by smart machine learning models, which is going to be actually a decision support system for the doctor. So let's say for a consultant, he needs to visit 3 different wards and 100 different patients. He would be able to prioritize based on the diagnosis, because we have already calculated the health level of that particular patient in our mobile application, which is going to save the consultant tons and tons of time. And we also have a commenting portal where the individual doctors, junior doctors, senior doctors, pathologists and molecular biologists could actually comment and give reports about that patient's conditions, which helps us get a complete clear picture of that person's medical history, which is stored in a very health compliant way. So it's an entire system for a hospital management portal which we offer.
So as an undergraduate, it's very difficult for people to come up with an architecture for this kind of a solution, because this is a pretty complex system. This is data driven, and like we are using pretty advanced artificial intelligence model which can consume a lot of computational power. So we have to place it in a way that doesn't affect the cost as well, because one of our main focus is to give a very cost efficient solution which even an underdeveloped country can reuse and get the benefit from it. So it is very difficult, and we are very concerned about that. While working at Mitra, we got able to experience how the industry is managing the infrastructure, how the solutions are being driven by the efficient architecture and a good solution for the problems. So while working at Mitra, we could able to get that exposure, so that helped us to design this solution in a way that it brings the more features and it add more value to the clients who are using it.
Yeah, so basically my advice to the future interns would be like, work hard, never stop dreaming, just execute. Like, don't wait for your correct time, just execute and learn from your mistakes and never stop dreaming.
Hi, I'm Harshan Senadire, Head of Product Implementations at Mitra Voices. The 3 team members from my team have won this award, and I'm really happy, and I can't express myself to say how much I love this, the fact that they've got this recognition, because as I felt, this is a timely recognition, because the amount of work, amount of contribution they put towards the organization has reflected in this academic works, I would say, because they've been working in client implementations with me for last almost 1 year, and I'm sure that also would have helped towards achieving this project end goals, the objectives, and that would have reflected the quality and the innovation of this particular academic project they have done. And I'm really happy, because I feel there would have been some level of contribution from me and from the organization towards their achievement, the academic achievement they have made. As I said, that could have been because of the way we work at Mitra, because they are interns, but then again, we don't treat them as interns. and they handle client projects even sometimes without me in meetings. I have actually elevated them to that level to enable them to handle. These are not Sri Lankan clients. These are actually overseas clients, non Sinhalese or non mother tongue. They're handling other than their mother tongue, mainly English. So they're actually from English speaking countries, UK, Australia, and New Zealand. So likewise, and they have excelled during this short period of time. We have actually groomed them to that level to handle those client comms and to do the whole spectrum of work, from the point of gathering the requirement and doing the configuration and the development and do the testing, and then finally showcase the product to the client and get the feedback, and even to take the product up to the production. So they actually got the exposure of the whole spectrum. So because of this, they actually groomed pretty quickly, and in my opinion, they were like they haven't even completed 1 year in their internship, and within that short period of time they have actually achieved that level of professionalism. And I'm sure, as I said earlier, that would have been reflected in the academic work, because that's although it's an academic, they developed a product, they designed a product, they took a concept using innovation, being innovative. Again, Mitra innovation is one of our taglines. So being innovative, they took it to the next level, and that has been recognized by SLASCOM. And we are really grateful for that achievement. That actually proves the capability and the skills and the strength of our interns at Mitra. Thank you.